So why do I think the great filter in the Fermi paradox is cultural? Why? Because all civilizations will most likely share, or at least advanced civilizations like ours, will most likely share core elements. So what I mean by that is they're all going to be cooperative, they're all going to be somewhat socially based, they're all going to be having technology develop over time, right? That's the vast majority of civilization would be like that. Sure, there might be some odd ones out there, but vast majority is going to be essentially templated off the idea of us, right? And unfortunately, the fact is that survival early on in this civilization's lifespan, right, involves creating social constructs, right? So I know it's all the fad nowadays to, oh well, this is just a social construct, or this thing is just a social construct. Yes, correct. But that doesn't mean that they're not real. The point I would make out is that if you go around deconstructing all the social constructs, right, suddenly there's nothing left. There's no motivation. There's no reason to do anything because none of it matters. If you live in a universe where, of course, let's, leave God out of it. Let's say we're in a material universe. Once you strip away all social constructs, you strip away all other motivational factors, there's no actual reason for existing at all. And that is the fundamental factor that you're dealing with, is that if progressivism, right, finds its way, right, and it inevitably will eventually, what happens is you end up deconstructing all reasons to exist, all meaning. So you end up at a completely nihilistic perspective. And when nihilistic perspective becomes the majority, you get modernity. Because what's happening is we've got fertility rates of, 1.5, 1.8. That's basically meaning that we're probably going to go extinct. That's your great filter. Because there's no way to reverse the problem. How do you reverse it? Well, women have to have more kids. Is that going to happen? No. So you're stuck in a downward spiral.